Frustrated and confused as to why you're not making digital product sales on Etsy? Well, today in this video, I'm going to go over the 4 big mistakes that you might be making when it comes to selling digital products on Etsy and how to fix them. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and this channel is all about starting and growing your digital product business and making passive income online. If you're interested in that, then definitely consider subscribing. So I have looked recently at dozens of Etsy shops from shop owners who are struggling to sell their digital products on Etsy. And I found that there are 4 big reasons why they're not making those sales. So today I'm going to break it all down for you in hopes of helping you troubleshoot your own offers so you can start selling those digital products successfully this year. So number 1 is you're not building a business based on your unique talents, skills, and experiences. So I'm probably paraphrasing, but I saw an ad on Instagram that started like this. It's never been easier to start an online business, which means it's never been more difficult. Because it is becoming so much more easy to start up an online business, especially businesses like us, we can create something once, resell it, there's not a lot of overhead, there's no inventory, all these benefits. The competition is getting a bit more fierce, and there is a lot more copying that is happening nowadays. This isn't to discourage you, this doesn't mean throw in the towel and give up. It does mean, though, that now more than ever, it's important that you focus on the you in your business and that you make sure that you're leveraging your unique talents, skills, and that you're incorporating your personal experiences. In Passive Product Payday, I talk about determining your profitable niche with the Triple P formula. Profitable problem, so a problem that people will pay for, passion, or really just interest, because passion is a loaded word, and finally, personal experience. So I want to focus heavily on the personal experience aspect because it's not that hard to figure out which products are making money online, but what they can't take away from you is your personal experience, your unique skills, and your talents. The competitive advantage of focusing on your personal experience is that your products will be better than your competition, and it's going to help you create your business and your products more effortlessly. And those 2 things will inadvertently help you make more sales, and because of the sales that are coming through and because you actually enjoy your business, you're going to have this competitive edge of wanting and loving to grow and scale your business. So let me give you some examples. Let's say you came to the conclusion that business thank you cards were profitable. Well, people buy these templates largely because of the aesthetics. So if you have 0 design experience and or talent, well, it's going to be harder for you to compete because there's already so many experienced designers that are selling similar things on Etsy. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue this. I was not a graphic designer when I started, but I had a lot of interest in learning about graphic design, and I did practice a lot. And because of this, I was able to create something that was aesthetically pleasing, that people did like to purchase, and that was competitive in the marketplace. But if you have no interest in learning about design, and that's largely why people purchase the type of product you're thinking of creating, well, it's not playing on your unique skills and talents, and it's causing friction, and it's causing your business to be a lot harder to get off the ground than anticipated or than it really should be. On the other hand, let's say you've been budgeting for years and you have a budgeting spreadsheet that you've built out for yourself that you use on a weekly basis. So you could use what you already have created for yourself and grow a business from there. In this example, that would be a budgeting spreadsheet, let's say, as a resource digital product. If I were to create a new shop, I would probably create digital products for content creators or coaches and course creators, because that's what I am. I'm a content creator and a course creator, so I understand my target audience. And I also have loads of resources that I've already created for myself that I could tweak and sell. And I know I'm harping on this point, but it is so important and I want to drill this in. So the market that you think looks like this, you think this is the competitive market that you're in, but what it really looks like is this. All of those transparent circles are the copycats, and the darker circles are the ones that actually have decided to build a business based on their personal experience, their unique skills and talents. So make sure you have that in your business. And if you are completely lost on how to incorporate your personal experience, your interests, and how to even figure out what a profitable problem looks like, don't worry, I got you. I have my 3-day program, Passive Product Payday. It's super short, super inexpensive. I'll link it down below. It's gonna help you figure out which digital product business and digital products are most profitable for you specifically. So I'll link that down below and check it out if you're interested. Mistake number 2 is your unique value proposition is not strong enough. So if you fix mistake number 1, then this second mistake should not be too much of a problem for you. But if you are in a highly competitive market, you may not be making sales because your unique value proposition is not accurate, compelling, or obvious. If it's not accurate, it's not actually unique, or it's just not true. Compelling, it actually needs to make your offer better. It needs to matter to your target audience. They need to actually want your product more because of your unique value proposition. And obvious, it needs to be obvious to consumers and easy to understand. So it's not a fluffy 5-sentence statement, it's a concrete statement, and customers can easily tell right away how your offer is different and better. I'm not going to dive deep into UVP because I have a different video that I will link down below and link in the cards that is going to basically lay out examples of unique value propositions and go more in depth there. So just make sure that if you're in a competitive market that you have a strong unique value proposition, and fixing mistake number 1 should help you do this. Moving on to mistake number 3, you're not including important offer details. So this is all about making sure that your shopper feels confident that they have all of the information they need in order to make an informed decision before purchasing. If you confuse them, you lose them. That's the saying. So you want to make sure that they don't have any big questions hanging over their head that you don't address in your listing. You should also answer their questions in the form of an infographic or whatever imagery makes sense in a listing photo in case they miss it in your listing description. I do want to call out the top 4 important offer details that I would personally focus on if I were you. Number 1 is features. You want to mention all of the things that make up your offer in a single listing photo. So for example, that's how many pages, what format it's in, how many sizes, anything additional they will receive, you want to include it in a listing photo that lists out the features. Number 2, you want to make sure you are mentioning the benefits. So make sure that you mention your UVP along with any other big benefit of your offer in one of your listing photos. Number 3 is demonstrations. You want to make sure you include examples and demonstrations of how your product is actually used and what it would look like when it's being used. For example, if you sell SVG files, you want to show your SVG files on pillows, on blankets, on towels and shirts, whatever makes sense for your SVG file. If you sell planners, you want to show it filled out or printed out or in a binder, whatever functionality your planner has, you want to show it in a lifestyle photo, so you want to demonstrate how it's used. So definitely make sure you have some demonstrations. Now the 4th offer detail you want to include is how it works. So you want to include a listing photo that explains exactly how it will work once the customer purchases. So you want to basically list out all the steps. So number 1, you're going to get an email from Etsy. Number 2, you're going to download your PDF. Number 3, you're going to open your PDF. I know it seems obvious, but this is consumer psychology, and it really does help them close the loop when they understand what's going to happen after they purchase. I would also include an image of the actual PDF file that they're receiving, or at least what the link will look like. Just don't leave it up to imagination. It really will help people trust you more and trust the process more, and they'll be more likely to purchase from you. Moving on to mistake number 4 is pricing. First of all, I want you to recognize that there is a difference, in my opinion, between pricing to build momentum versus pricing for revenue goals. So pricing to build momentum means that when we're brand new, we might not want to be the most expensive option on the market. And that's because of how the Etsy algorithm works. If we get conversions early on, it will help us rank higher in the algorithm on a go forward because Etsy is going to see our listings as desirable. So you don't have to do this, but I would suggest it as a brand new seller, and then you can increase your prices when you get traction and sales. So pricing for revenue goals is something else. This means you've already got some traction and now you're actually trying to hit revenue goals and you want to price your products accordingly in order to reach those revenue goals. I would base my pricing on, first of all, what is my skill, talent, and level of expertise? Number 2, I would take a look at my unique value proposition and quantify how strong it is, how valuable and unique it actually is. Because if it's super unique and super valuable, that means my pricing is going to be higher. Then lastly, you want to consider the market to see what is realistic or reasonable, what are people actually paying for products like yours. But don't base your pricing on the market. I would base it off your offer, your talent, your expertise, and your UVP. but it is good to take a look at the market because it's gonna help you understand what people are willing to pay for or what they think is a reasonable price for a product like yours. Now, if your UVP and your expertise is way above average, you can charge more and you should charge more. But you wanna make sure that it's definitely obvious in your listing photos like we talked about. And if it makes sense, you want to call out that your product is unique in your actual main photo. That will help them realize that the price that they see is probably warranted when they click into the listing. And if your UVP is not super strong and you don't think that you can really price your product as high as you want to reach those revenue goals, then know that you can always increase your prices when you learn more about your target audience, when you implement their feedback and shopper requests. Because as you improve your products, you can increase your prices. Now, there is one big reason why you might not be making sales with your digital product business. And that big reason is traffic. That's why in a future video, I will be sharing with you the top traffic mistakes that you are making and how to fix them. If you're interested in that video, then hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss that upload. And if you're struggling to even figure out your niche or what product you should sell, then don't forget to check out Passive Product Payday. It's going to help you figure out which digital product niche and product ideas are most profitable for you. I'll link that down below. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.